even more powerful! Everything good. I am the Moon Prison. I will destroy this land. If I see, I am the evil.
Tanos and his foster daughter Talia once again faced each other in a merciless battle. Tanos had rounded up the last of his allies to resolve the battle once and for all.
Father, do you really want to go that far? Talia may have lost her way, but in the end, surely we can still talk to her and come to an agreement.
Son, I am impressed with how much you still believe in the good in your stepsister. But the time for talking is over. Talia was able to get me once through my goodness. That won't happen to me a second time. The Gauntlet of Finitude gives us a chance to beat Talia. Rise, men! It is time once again to enter the service of good and incinerate evil once and for all in the purifying fire of the light.
Tanos used the Gauntlet's power to revive the heroes once again and call them back from death. They rose from their graves and marched towards the dungeon as Tanos commanded.
Onward, you noble warriors! Receive the blessing of the blazing flame and bring doom upon my foster daughter!
As if a few old heroes from the last century would still have anything to say about that. The traps are trained and the creatures polished. Or the other way round. Whatever. Time to die, old man.
The insidious evil's traps performed admirably. It was certainly an excellent idea to increase their number. Tanos was protected by the Gauntlet of Finitude's power, but Talia knew that its power was limited.
Then we have no choice but to wait until Tanos runs out of juice before we can take care of him. But then, at least I have time to choose a beautiful new spear to stick his head on this time.
You've dug into a spider room. Payday! Creatures are collecting their pay. Your little snots have dug into a spider nest.
It is time to eradicate evil once and for all. Forward! And take no prisoners!
Thanos set his troops in motion. Increased attacks on the dungeon were inevitable from now on. A few manivores have appeared in your dungeon. Your little snots have dug into a spider nest. A combat-heavy patrol walked the graveyards here to keep an eye out for grave robbers.
They're right on the money with Thanos and my dim-wit stepbrother then. But of course, they don't get questioned. I do. It's probably because I'm a dark elf. Damn racists.
And the general of the Absolute Evil's Army of the Dark.
Yeah, well, that too.
Enemies have entered the dungeon. The unscrupulous evil had slain a hero in the dungeon, as so many times before, by the way. But now, it was contemplating whether it might be time to build an ice tomb. There, dead heroes could be brought back to join the prowling evil side as wafting ghost heroes.
That would be something. Then we more or less make the heroes fight for us. All right, you little snots. Build an ice tomb, erect a hero's grave, and drag those mutilated hero corpses over here pronto!
Ding dong, it's payday.
My friends, it is time to visit one of these graveyards.
Tanos and his fanatical followers, along with Tristan, set out to jump through a portal to one of the graveyards. It would be exciting to see what they would do there.
Probably pick themselves out a couple of nice graves and coffins. Come on, creatures. Let's reduce them to mush. Let's pound them into dust. Let's cover them in vinegar because it burns.
This looks like the perfect spot. Son, this is where we will find more good, strong fighters for our cause.
In a graveyard? Father, I am not sure if this is really the right way for the light.
Naturally, son. Just trust me. I have the Gauntlet of Finitude and the Goddess's support. Bringing a few noble warriors back briefly from the realm of the dead for a good cause is in no way reprehensible.
And so Tanos sent resurrected heroes marching towards the warding evil. Enemies are in the dungeon.
that all you got, Daddy? Your pathetic heroes can't even come close to beating me.
There are enemies in your dungeon. Payday! Creatures are collecting their pay.
No! I'll be back.
One of your creatures has bit the dust.
I'm back! Can you believe that others need 3 days for something like this? Amateurs.
Father, it somehow feels wrong to tear these noble warriors from their graves. They fought their battles for good decades ago.
Ha! But you resurrected me too, son. I don't see anything wrong with it.
The undead evil now had an ice tomb complete with a fancy hero's grave at its disposal. All that was needed now was the corpse of a hero for the process to be set in motion.
It is time to call these heroes from their well-deserved rest to stand by our side against the forces of perversion. Arise, brave warriors!
The good being killing evil's armies had discovered a colossal colossus.
Receive the blessing of the sacred flame and prepare to destroy evil. And should you not succeed, know that I can summon more heroes from their graves at any time.
A gold vein is almost exhausted. The calling heroes from the grave evil had summoned its first ghost hero, who gazed with satisfaction at the newest addition to its army of evil. Enemies are in the dungeon. Your little snots have dug up a spider. Talia had defeated a wave of Tanos' heroes. You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon. Payday. Enemies are in the dungeon.
vigilant, my friends, for evil never sleeps. My portal will soon be ready.